vampires.
Whoa.
I mean,
Well,
I get it. I
I
get it.
need my
Look,
book
it's
back. Thank
green.
you.
yeah.
Actually, I'm not even upset with this typo.
It's the
Is the
right
problem.
kind of misspelling. Listen, I typed it in, and I'm
Mhm.
like, thirsty looks so boring. Let's make it thirsty and throw a U in there.
Thirst.
But a little dyslexia makes it thrusty.
It is. It's a little
Yeah.
thrusty.
Oh, it is
Just a
Thursday.
lot.
Oh,
Like
I just opened the
said.
stream.
Oh, what a day. So, we're here. We're here to play Pathfinder. Second edition.
So
We're
someone
continuing.
believe.
Potentially.
Potentially. But before we do that, I want to have a conversation with you all
No.
about what is
I didn't
more...
do it.
Shut up, Jake. You did too, and I know.
No. Damn it.
Damn.
Me?
What the fuck?
Sold out immediately.
So, like, it's the question of, like, what's more important, a person or the idea that that person represents?
Neither.
And I've
We
been
need
trying...
more context.
Well, I'll give you some. I'll help you contextualize this. So let's imagine that you all have the ability to travel back in time.
Mm-hmm.
And during that, you can switch.
Can we all be our own grandpas?
Yes, but you're going to remember it in every timeline.
Some of us don't have dicks, all right?
You can still be your own grandpa. It's fine.
Things get
doesn't
real
mean
If you have a
weird
time
with
machine,
time
I bet you
travel.
can figure it out.
You can travel back in time to a specific point in time. And from here, you can diverge onto one of two separate timelines.
Mhm.
Timeline 1, Harambe lives, but was never important. No one cares about Harambe. Timeline 2 is our timeline, where Harambe dies.
I'll
And
take that
people
one.
still don't care about Harambe.
People
Agreed.
cared
I mean,
about Harambe intensely
for
for
like
a
a
short amount
minute.
of time. So the question
Like
a
is...
minute.
They performatively cared about Harambe.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So that's the question. Like, would you go back in time so Harambe can live and nobody gives a shit? Or would you go back in time and refollow events so Harambe dies and people can be performatively upset about Harambe's death?
Is there a
think
timeline
I'd-
where he dies and nobody cares?
No, this is 1 to
Okay.
2.
Darn.
Yeah. Sorry, Joe.
I might as well save Harambe because at the end of things, nothing's different other
What
than
if-
Harambe is alive or not.
What
That's
if
true.
he survives but is horribly injured and becomes a president of a different country? They adapt the rules. He's able to communicate very eloquently.
Are we talking about Belgium?
Yes,
Okay. That's what I thought.
that was my accent. It was Belgian. Thank you.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It was a subtle Belgian accent.
I knew
And
it
here I
was.
just thought I was missing context.
No, there was no context.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I'm just willing to suggest I would have voted for him for the president of the United States of America.
Look, if somebody
the
just
current-
did
in the
worse
current
for people,
climate.
I'm gonna run with it.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Now we figured out the big question that's been plaguing me this week. Neither of them matter.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
It's an old
Harambe
name
could
that's
be
still in your head.
president. Harambe could be president now if he weren't killed.
They could.
President of Greenland.
No, he could be
Oh.
president of the United States of America.
I think
I'm willing to
By
say it.
extension,
think-
President of Greenland.
we yes. I think we could get the Constitution modified to get Harambe in there. Okay. Next step, we figure out how to raise the dead.
That
There's
one I
nothing
don't
in the
know about.
Constitution says a dog can't be president.
We're gonna need to recruit a lot more goths.
Air president.
I'm on it.
There you go.
Airbud.
Airbud. That's it. I think there was
Hey.
an Airbud movie where he became president.
I think there was.
Yeah, there
Oh, I
was.
thought you were gonna
Oh,
say there was an
God.
Airbud movie where he became a goth, and I was like, oh, That's interesting.
Well, he solved all of our problems then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he becomes I don't care, bud.
Pithy bud.
Look, my kid had an obsession with like super buddies when she was very, very small. I've seen that and spooky buddies.
Oh,
Those are the two.
okay.
Where it's the puppies.
Yeah, that's the litter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They're adorable as hell, but no.
Yeah. All right. Did we wait? What? Damn, we only wasted 8 minutes with that conversation.
Do we need to go longer?
No, I'm fine with that.
Uh,
So who remembers what happened last time?
I shot innocent people and helped burn a town down to the ground.
We burned the
Rift?
town down.
Oh wait.
I didn't
burned
shoot
a
the
town
innocent people
down.
on purpose, though. I just want to say I was under mind control.
Oh, also for burning the town down.
You got a level?
No.
Some people
Aoife.
got props on their negative contracts
Oh,
that
that's
are
right.
horrible.
Aoife and Grung, if you open up your character sheets and the
Mm-hmm.
ribbon on the left side
Mm-hmm.
towards the bottom, you should inspect your immunities.
You.
That was your reward for fulfilling that part of the contract.
I'm sure that'll totally come in handy when we're fighting a kraken that lives in the water.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Maybe it breathes fire.
Are you immune to drowning?
I wish.
Would it be specifically you are immune to drowning? Or are you immune from death from a lack of oxygen?
Well, would you be immune to drowning or would you just be able to breathe water?
Oh, that's the question. Because, like,
You can't breathe the water. You just can't die from it. It's just
Yeah.
super unpleasant the entire time.
that's what I was
Or
thinking, too.
Your whole body becomes water phobic. So it just
Yeah.
like
Just-
I
water.
mean, just imagine that you're just inhaling nothing but chicken and stars, and you're just like, oh, it's miserable, but I'm not dying.
Yeah.
Why
Inhaling.
does it have to be chicken and stars?
Because
Oh, what
that's the consistency of seawater.
Don't tell me you need to go outside.
I like chicken
My
and
dog.
stars.
Well,
I
the
don't know who
chicken and
y'all
stars
are,
is very
but
good, and I just will now have a nightmare later tonight about choking to death on chicken and stars.
Okay, so I guess
But
there
you
was...
can't die from it.
You can't
but
die
you
from it.
can't die.
There were a few
You wish you
options we
could.
could have gone.
But you can't.
We went with the most horrible option of you just don't die. You still feel it, you just don't die.
Yeah.
Because
God, that
I'm
would
like,
suck.
April
It's like
put up. well,
like
you can
getting
just-
shot in the chest and not dying, but you're like, oh, the pain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, because April put out there, you can breathe water. I'm like, that is the most appropriate. But then I was just, because my thought was like, if you just don't die from not having air, that means we can go back in time and give that gift to David Carradine.
Was this someone from the before times?
It was.
It is.
Okay.
It
Did
is.
you ever watch
Joe.
the Kill Bill movies?
I've seen half of the first one.
Okay.
He was old.
Bill.
He was also in Death
From
the
Kill
original
Bill.
Death Race 2000.
Yeah. Bill from Kill Bill was David Carradine. David Carradine,
Okay.
was it in Australia or Japan? I don't
I
remember.
think it was Japan or like Hong Kong or something like that.
Okay.
Doesn't
David
matter.
Carradine accidentally killed himself through autoerotic asphyxiation in the closet of his hotel room with a
Oh, I
belt.
thought we were talking about swimming still.
That's why I've heard of this guy.
No,
Yeah.
we've moved off of that. We were talking about swimming, but I was trying to figure out a way if we can manipulate this into saving David Carradine.
Well, you might be confusing it with the Joker, who also did the same thing, I think.
Heath
You just
Ledger
give
didn't die
David
from that. He
Carradine
died of
a
overdose.
phobia of belts, and then he'll be
It's-
fine.
it's-
It's the same
I was
thing.
only 12 years old and when that
Same
guy
thing, yeah.
died, so I had no context of who that is.
Okay.
Except for I did hear of someone dying because,
Yeah.
whacking it too hard.
That's a way of putting it.
Well,
It's like that's what they were wondering at first when Bob Saget passed away, but then it just turned out he had fallen and cracked his head and basically
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
rough.
the fuck?
He oopsie whoopsied pretty hard.
simple
Is
falls
that
are
another
never
person
simple.
from the before times?
Who? Bob Saget?
Bob Saget.
Have you never heard of Bob Saget?
Bob Saget.
I don't recognize him.
You should.
The great thing-
Bob Saget's got a really great joke that you should look up there, Joe. It's called The Aristocrats. Get on YouTube, look up Bob Saget Aristocrats. Great joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's great because Bob Saget, well known for hosting the wholesome America's Funniest Home Videos, and also being one of the filthiest fucking comics out there.
The
when
dad
not
from
doing
Full
that.
House.
Yeah,
And-
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dad from Full House.
yeah,
When was he the host of America's Funniest Home
When it
Videos?
started.
yeah.
Yeah,
And for like a decade, or
Years?
something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Like late
Crazy.
80s, early 90s.
Yep.
Oh.
And then in the dark days of YouTube,
I
there
think-
was the Tourette's kid or whatever, and he'd always say, Bob Saget.
The
I don't
fuck?
remember that.
Oh, well, there's something for y'all to look up that I know about.
The Tourette's kid?
that was oh no.
Okay, let's let Dan simmer in this.
The discomfort of knowing something that the rest of us don't.
Yeah, quite literally.
So, while we're off topic, before we get back on topic, I was just thinking of weird things that we know that other people may not know about. And one occurred to me because I've been playing the shitload of Cyberpunk 2077.
Tourette's guy. My apologies.
Yeah. And there's one fixer in particular that he's a really good fixer. I can never take him seriously though, because he's named Mr. Hands.
Hmm.
People get it, but they don't want to admit to getting it. Look at Jake's face. He's playing it cool.
I'm already horrified all over again.
Tom Bergeron's the only host I know for AFB.
Wow. Well, it used to be Bob Saget.
Way back when.
That's the American Funniest Videos I used to watch. It's Bob
Yeah.
Saget.
I didn't know it existed before he was the host.
It seems like America's Funniest Home Videos started off and they were kind of entertaining, and then over the years it was just videos of people injuring themselves in some way.
Well, it
And,
turned into Chive
That's so
TV.
funny. Yeah. Just like that person needs to go to the hospital.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Chive TV before Chive TV, or the Fail Army videos.
Yeah.
What is it? The original airing in '89.
Chewy.
Originally hosted by Bob Saget. Then it was John Fugslang and Daisy Fuentes. Then there was D.L. Hughley for a little bit, and Richard Kind. It's Stuart Scott, Steve Carell. Holy shit!
Wow.
Boy, that was long ago for Steve Carell.
Yeah. And then finally Tom Bergeron, and now it's Alfonso Ribeiro.
Riviero.
Is it still on?
Yeah, it's still on.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Not everybody has Facebook, you know.
And what was the Dave Coulier show that followed it?
Fuck, I don't remember, but I remember that because they were like almost on back to back.
Yeah. And he always did the annoying as hell jackalope thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember. Figure it out, John.
No.
I don't know what's happening.
We're way off topic now.
We're way off topic, but
We're reminiscing. Leave us alone. We're old.
Ooh, he played Peter Venkman in The Real Ghostbusters.
What?
It's America's Funniest People. That was his, 90 to 94. All right, how much? We've wasted 17 minutes now. We're doing good on time.
Why?
Why what?
Chuck doesn't have a
Why
whole
are
lot
we
of
wasting time? People, take a hero point.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
take a
Chuck's
hero point.
wasting our goddamn time.
As you all are traveling, if I remember correctly, which two of you did Athena wake up?
not it.
Myself and Ava.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they seemed
'Cause we-
reasonable for some reason.
We're the best liars.
Mm-hmm.
That oh yeah, that's true. I picked out the highest lying through your
Deception.
teeth scores. Yeah.
Yeah, not it. I'm gonna
I don't know
go
what you're talking
get
about.
soda, but I'll listen.
Hurry up,
I'm
Dan.
gonna pick up my cat. Watch the loaf of cat.
Your camera that follows you.
I know
Yeah.
it's having a hard time. Look at the cat. Look at the cat
There's a cat.
camera.
There's the cat.
It's a cat. Yeah. So Athena woke up, Aoife and Akoro. The rest of you are still kind of under the trance, herding this line of people. It's like 30 people. Yeah, it's pretty
Oh, that's
intense.
right.
Like you got Basil vined out, kind of like binding everyone together. The rest of you are kind of moving up and down the ranks. You got fucking Rowan kind of in the back as like a lookout and sharpshooter hitting people that try to escape. Now, as you all
Fortunately,
approach,
the soda's right by me. So
yeah. As you all finally get up, you're getting ready to enter the castle. And Athena asks Akoro and Aoife, pick one of your crew to not wake up so they can lead us to where
Basil.
we're taking these people. Basil? Okay.
Basil.
Basil will be the one asleep still, not waking up, as Athena definitely slips between, and Athena is going to wake up. Let's see. I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 2 is Rowan. 3 to 4 is Bitey. 5 to 6 is
Basil will
Rowan.
be so helpful if he wakes up.
Yeah, that's
so-
exactly
so
why
helpful.
he's not.
Okay. Athena says, I'm going to go get Rowan. You two,
oh no,
each of you get, one of you get Bitey and one of you get Grung. Get them woken up. Just give them a little, like, something. Wake them up.
little tappy tap.
Little tip tap.
A boop. Boop the snoot.
All right.
Hmm.
So, Akuro, how are you waking up someone? Who are you waking up? Either Bitey or Grung.
Well, I'll try to wake up Bitey by feeding him a jar of dead bees.
Oh
Okay.
my god, what?
Oh no.
Yeah,
You've
Akuro
taken some extremes
has
here.
been carrying around a jar of dead bees for a little while now.
It didn't
He's
start as a
dead.
jar of dead bees.
No. Oh shit, there's Ashley. Hi,
It
Ashley.
used to be a jar of bees.
We've talked about a lot of stuff.
Yay!
Ashley, what do you want? Why are you yelling
bees
my
are
name?
perishable.
Oh god dang it. Ashley needs
Oh, no.
assistance. I'll be right back. You guys keep
I'll,
talking.
Uh-oh.
I'll send Jamie
Um,
over. Oh,
I
we have
just
to.
learned that Alfonso Ribeiro and Sinbad are different people.
I don't
You couldn't
know if
tell
I
by
know
the
who
way
either
that
of
their
those people
names are different.
I saw Alfonso Ribeiro's picture because of AFV stuff, and I thought that was the guy from Jingle All the Way.
No. Sinbad's hanging out with Rob Thomas at that place.
I don't
It's
know who that
definitely not
is.
a mental institution.
What?
Oh, God, what the hell was
So
it?
lost.
There was a TV show, and the main character might have been Always Sunny. I remember, but they thought they got abducted and people thought that they were insane, so they put them in a mental health hospital, and his roommate was Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20, and then Sinbad was the orderly, and then at the end it turned out the character had been hallucinating the entire time, and it was two people that looked nothing like them. I cannot remember for the life of me what show that was. Maybe it's Scrubs? I don't know. It was bizarre. Dan, you're muted. Dan's microphone has betrayed him.
Matchbox 20 is a band.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I love just.
Shows a lot of context.
Yeah.
What's weird is how some of these things Joe doesn't seem to know, And I'm like, okay. But then he knows like Sinbad, and I'm like, that's from the before times.
I only know who Sinbad is because of Jingle All the
Is it
Way.
better?
It
That is
doesn't
my
make sense to
only
not know who
exposure to
Matchbox
him.
20 is. They were so popular.
Cat.
I probably know
Are
a
you
song by
young?
them, but I don't know the name.
And
What if I told you the easiest way to tell one person apart from another is that their names are different?
Well, I didn't know either of their names. Well, I didn't know Alfonso's name or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right.
come up here. Say hi to the people. I have a cat that's squawking at me.
Yeah, cat, come on. And by cat, I mean my cat. I picked her up and she was angry, but now she's back on the floor. And she's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to jump
I've
up on
heard
you.
a few of
And
this song.
I'm
she
sorry.
did a bad
Recognize
job.
Matchbox 20.
I'm surprised
I
my
mean,
cat isn't
not-
over here, but she
you're not
also got
missing
in
much.
trouble with me this morning.
They were-
So
They were a
I don't know how
mainstream
to-
band, so
I don't know how to
Yeah.
make the camera
I dislike them intensely just for that.
get down to
I've
the
heard
cat
them
level.
in like hotel lobbies and background music.
Yeah, like,
Oh, yeah.
I got to leave down all awkward, like.
Dan does have the perfect camera for us to do a game of Star Trek. I'm just saying.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
We all need that technology, and then we could do a game of Star Trek.
Absolutely. That'd rule.
Which
the number of times I have to chase down one of my animals because either the dog needs out or one
You
of
made
the
my
two
cat
is
mad.
eating something. I don't need the camera to follow me around.
It made my cat mad. She left me.
No.
All right, I'm back.
Imagine all of us.
That's exciting. So did you guys figure it out?
Figure out what?
Yeah, I figured out that
yeah.
Were we supposed to
Alfonso
be
is
doing
not
something?
Sinbad.
Were we?
Joe. He's definitely not Sinbad.
Yeah, I thought he was the
Also-
guy from Jingle All the Way. So
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
no, the mailman in Jingle All the Way. I thought that was Alfonso, but it's not. It's Sinbad.
Okay. We go. Okay. Bitey, you wake up to bees being forced down your throat.
Snack, thank you.
Afa,
Certainly. Yes.
how are you waking up Grung?
What are we doing here?
Let me check. Can I do a medicine check to see if I can like find one of his pressure points and just like jab it?
Yes.
I feel like that works against a grung.
Oh shit.
26, yeah. You
Damn.
you jab your finger right into a nerve cluster, and Grung, all of a sudden you kind of snap to, but like for the next like 30 seconds, half your face is gonna be numb.
Totally normal.
Perfect. Is exactly
Took
what I
your
wanted.
wisdom teeth out.
So those of you who are now all awake, you look around for Rowan, Bitey, and Grung. You're at the castle. Basil's still under control. He has got all of the captives lashed up with his vines, and he is leading everyone into the castle. And I think it's like, follow behind. Come on.
We got a vampire to kill.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Everyone besides Joe, give me a perception test.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my god.
Yeah.
I get to roll.
Required to roll dice.
Yeah.
I have these modifiers, but I don't know if they are useful here or not.
That's a great question. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we missing? We're missing Dan.
It's me. I'm clicking the button, but it's not being kind.
You may need to refresh.
Yeah, let me reload. Hold on.
Okay.
It might be bored doing things.
Doing stuff and things.
It's downloading world data.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll start talking at Grung and Bitey, and then we'll roll and see if you're included in this bit of information. Oh, there you were.
Okay, now it's fine.
Fucking 31.
That's
Rowan notices, as you're kind of taking this all in, as you're all moving into the castle, Rowan, you notice that Athena has a little, like a burlap bag tied to her belt. And that burlap bag is moving around a lot.
Oh, like it's got a little shimmy and shake to it.
Yeah, like something's in there.
Squirrels in her sack.
It's a Furby.
Could be a Furby. Okay, just pointing out that knowledge.
Okay, I mean, like, I don't specifically know in Daniel's mind how this is relevant because I've probably forgotten a lot of things.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't there when you all went, started lighting fires. So
Okay,
that was,
so she put a Furby in her sack after we started lighting fires.
yeah.
My house?
Let's see here. Is that it?
If
No,
they're
that's not
lighting
it.
fires. Does that mean we're doing drugs?
Yes.
I mean, we were. The town burning and all the people in it is considered drugs.
Yes, it's definitely considered doing drugs.
I have so many goddamn handouts, but I can't find the handouts.
We did all the drugs.
There it is. So as you all move through the castle, Basil knows where to go. He's leading everyone. You all are kind of pretending to do what you were doing during the trip until eventually you're taken into this very large chamber, like an old captain's double dipping.
Oh,
Double dipping.
Dan rolls poorly. Okay. He's working on a DOK bingo to go with the Lollygaggers drinking game. Okay. Yeah.
Dan rolls poorly as replacement.
That should be the free space. Yeah.
Yeah.
That checks out.
So as you all enter this large, like, hall, long tables, well dusted, like, as in it's covered with like fucking dust and cobwebs and shit. You see this fucking thing approach. I'm getting ready to click the button with a couple of like servants on either side.
Vampire.
If I can.
They got some.
Why are your toenails so long?
He's
got
got
some
long
heckin'.
enough.
Fashion.
Put them
Look at his
away.
fingernails, though.
He's got extra joints in his fingers. I'm just
Long
saying.
fingernails, fine. Long toenails?
It's like
Well, that's so he clicky clacks
Megamind
and he
on
walks.
meth.
Yeah, they got some heckin' fingers going on there.
So, as in this creature approaches,
Those meth toenails.
that's it exactly. On this one, Afa and Akuro are switched.
Uh-oh.
Bro.
Let's fix that real quick. Okay, it's fixed.
Hooray.
Hooray. So, it walks up. It starts kind of checking out all of your victims. Like, they're still in that funky trance, too. And it's just kind of like tracing long, pointy fingernails over the occasional cheek here, inspecting here and there. And as it's kind of walking down the line, inspecting all these victims, what do you all do?
I'm looking at Athena for some sort of cue.
Trying to get Funky Town out of my head because you said the word funky.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, if you're looking at Athena for a cue, she matches your gaze and just kind of gives you a shrug. and gives a point, like points at it.
Okay, I'll
Like-
kind of sidle up beside him, and I'll approach as if I'm to say something into its ear.
Yeah.
Bitey shrugs and just is going to go into a rage and attack it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm just going to shout with my hideous ululation, right into his ear.
Okay.
Here we go.
I like this. I like this a lot.
So
If
much
it's been
for our
several weeks-
subtlety.
And Bitey doesn't remember if there was a plan.
It
I
is.
don't either.
That is accurate. Now I gotta find this fuckers.
God.
There we go. Okay. So Jake, first thing you're gonna do is I'm gonna have you roll me a skill test, and it is gonna be your deception or performance,
right.
your choice.
My deception's good.
All right, you got a
25.
25. Let's go ahead and roll a.
Clearly, someone's messing with our prisoners, and we should execute them.
He looks a little puzzled at you as you walk up. And you get up, and I'll tell you this. You're going to do your uvulation, and Bitey is going to spring into rage at the same time, and then we're just going to go full combat.
Okay.
So, Jake, what happens with your fucking thing? Or are you just screaming at him?
I'm just screaming at him.
Okay. That
Basically,
is-
with a voice that can be heard up to 300 feet, I'm just shouting as loud as I can into his ear.
Just a good old-fashioned
Pretty
Trying to
much.
shatter his eardrum.
Yeah.
All right. I already got initiative rolled.
Hooray.
I'll tell you what. Bitey, I want you to I'm going to re-roll your initiative because you did
Okay.
do the rage thing. It was an improvement. You went from last to not quite last.
Yay.
Okay.
I do, but it does let me rage for free. So
Yeah, we'll begin combat. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I prepped this a few weeks ago, and now I don't remember what I was doing.
Nothing. You should just let
Okay.
us pass.
Okay. Jake, the two servants, well, one of the servants, moves up to you and is going to swing at you.
Oh, that makes sense.
How dare you hurt the master? I should have targeted you. God damn it, I didn't. The fuck are you? There you are. Jake, does a 34 hit?
It does.
Okay. He only does 14 damage.
Alrighty.
And then I am going to use my swing back ability.
Ooh.
And I get to hit you again using the same attack bonus without taking
Oh,
that extra
dang.
penalty.
Wow.
But it hits. Shit.
Yes, it does.
19 damage.
I'm getting my crap kicked in over here.
All right, so we'll say that one you were right next to as boss. Let's actually move you up here. There you are. You were up next to the boss, so that one attacked
Hey,
you.
Chuck,
Yeah.
the requirement on that swing back is that it missed.
Does it? Okay. Then
Yeah.
let's take that 19 back. I read it too quickly.
That's okay.
Oh. Thrall makes another attack against the same target. It doesn't say that it's a miss, does it?
The one in
At
the
the
chat
top.
says,
Oh, that missed. Okay.
Yeah.
I was reading the effect, not the
it's
requirement.
the same as the fighter feat exacting strike, which is
Ah. Okay. Well, then let's just re-roll that attack.
yeah.
And that is a
Okay.
miss. Okay, Jake, you only took the initial, what was that, 10 damage or whatever the
That's
fuck
still
it
fine.
was. 14
Yeah.
damage. So yeah, that's a good catch, John.
Mhm.
All right, Athena's turn.
Now she can
Shit.
express her disappointment in ruining her complicated plot.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how the fuck her character works too. That's not it. Knock it off.
Sorry.
All right, Athena is going to use an action to mark that vampire asshole as her prey. And she's going to move up with another action. And then she is going to swing with her special sword. And she hits. For 19 damage. All right, next one. Jake, you're going to keep getting beat up on.
That makes sense.
All right. First swing. 26 to hit. Okay. I'm going to call that for its turn. You take another 14 damage. Rowan, it's your turn.
Two
Feel
basil.
like that's probably a good decision at this point, since I think all our cover is absolutely blown.
I mean, you got 30 villagers. You could use them as cover.
I mean, like, our pretense as being, like,
Oh, mind controlled? Yeah.
mind control, I think that's all over, so I may actually do that. That's probably a good idea.
Okay. You wake up Basil?
Yeah.
Basil, you wake up and you're stretched between a bunch of fucking people.
I don't know.
Hi guys, what are we
that
doing?
You should specifically let your...
Fighting?
You've got all the survivors from the village, and
Oh.
if you don't, maybe don't let them immediately go because they might die. But like, we'll work on it. There's danger over there. It's those guys, they're bad.
Okay.
Basil
I don't know how I'm doing this. This is a
I'm
thing
like
I can
gonna-
do.
I'm gonna give them like the really dumb
I
version
will.
of what's going
That's
on
a
right
good
now.
point, Joe, because this thing was kind of using your body in ways that it shouldn't be used.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
feel
probably
violent.
once you regain your senses, you probably snap back into your own form.
Okay.
That was a
How
good.
conscious are these people?
They're not. They're still lingering in a daze.
Okay, so they're not like immediately going, ah.
No, they're not. They seem to be in the same kind of funk that you all were in.
Okay, well, maybe that's for the best. Let's leave them
Where are
alone
we?
for now. We're in a place. You can tell by the way that we're in a place if you look around.
Tell by the way it is.
Yeah, that's all I know.
We're not lost. We just don't know where exactly we are.
All right, so
We
Dan,
left a place and we arrived at some other place.
you used
How
an
we got
action
there.
to wake up Basil.
I did. Yeah, I did. It was worth it.
Worth it.
With my other action, I guess I pull out my gun from my hat because
Okay.
my hair, because it's a place. And then I'll once again reiterate that those are the bad guys over yonder as I shoot at one of them.
Okay, make sure you target.
I have no ammo again. How did this happen?
I don't know, fix it real quick.
How do I never have ammo?
There's like a drop down you can.
I hold on. I gotta have to like put the bullets back in. Where are the bullets? Which bullets does the gun need?
All right, put ammo in your gun.
I don't think it matters. Yeah,
It
as long as
doesn't
it lets me
matter.
roll, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it's just counting a container. It doesn't care what the container's named. You shoot at the big boss guy, and that is a miss.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Well, then the only thing to do about that is try to remember how I use a hero point to reroll.
I think you just right-click.
Yeah, you can right click
Yeah,
the
there it
message.
Reroll using hero point. Do better this time, me. That is the exact same thing.
You have the exact same thing.
you rolled a 5 each time.
I'll use another hero point because it's 10:44, and in theory we'll have another one soon.
There you go.
Okay. I think you'll have to
Positivity.
manually roll this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
rolled
same
another
exact thing
goddamn
3
5.
times in a row.
What the fuck?
I guess
man?
Impressive.
They are a
guess-
lie.
I guess I give up now because apparently I'm not designed to do anything better than a 5.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all 3 of my actions. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Aoife.
oops.
Oh shit. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Courageous Anthem.
Okay.
So everyone should drag the spell effect to their little person so that we get a +1 status bonus. And then I have a feeling that these 2 little what you want to call it are gonna be a really big pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So I suppose I can only attack one of them at a time, but oh, I need to target before I cast it. I'm gonna hero point that because how
Okay.
the fuck does a 21 miss? I'm gonna use another hero point. Oh wait, you can't hero point a hero point, can you?
We allow it.
We do.
Yes.
That's how I did 2 failures in a row.
Not supposed to, but I allow it.
Okay.
Anything
well,
that lets you burn out at your hero points faster than normal.
beautiful. A 32 hit.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is a beautiful 19 damage.
Okay. It takes some damage.
It takes 9.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
Chuck, I'm sure you don't.
Yeah. Aoife, anything else?
That is all 3 of my actions.
All right, Basil, you're confused. Your friends are fighting someone.
Ah! He's scary looking. Is there like a battle mat? There's so many things up.
You should be on the 8-bit fight
Oh
screen.
yeah, there we go. I can see it. So there's just these 2 thralls and that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Kuro's kind of in the middle.
Yeah, he is.
Don't really want to AOE.
Yeah, don't log Kuro.
Yeah.
I can take it. I'm a big bird.
No, Basil.
Are you a
wouldn't
big
do
yellow
that.
bird? It's a real
No.
question.
Basil will. I'll just gouging claw this guy.
Okay.
I should
Waking
have
up
targeted.
Basil is my contribution.
There you go. Every success Basil has for the rest of this combat, you can take credit for, Dan.
Yes.
All of his successes are my successes. And all of his mistakes are not mine.
That is a miss.
The miss.
That's
Wow.
not mine. I don't know that.
I will re-roll with a hero point.
Oh no.
There we go.
There's a hit.
What have I done?
Stab.
All right. That's
14
good
with
damage.
5 bleed.
Oh,
And
hang on.
then I will guidance Akuro.
Hang on. I probably applied that to the wrong thing. I gotta get rid of. There we go. Okay. Okay. Bitey.
Yay! Bitey's gonna move up behind this thing to flank it with a crow, because a crow is still next
Yeah,
to it, right?
yeah.
All right, and then he gonna attack. And give you chomp.
My God.
That's a hit.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
It's good damage.
That is some good damage.
Okay.
Alright. And then I'm gonna try licking it.
Okay.
Probably Dusty.
That one.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Mildewy.
Okay.
I've
Akuro.
given it something else to worry about.
Well, gonna channel my elements, and as part of that effect, I will do a single action attack against the vampire.
Okay.
Let's see, where's the? All right. All right.
All right. That's a hit. Seven damage.
My second action, I will do a 2-action
Okay.
elemental blast. And I will re-roll that
Okay.
with a hero point. There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
That will be all 3 of my actions.
Okay. All right. Another 11 points of hurts. Okay. This thing's got some stuff to do. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to grab you, Jake.
Bring it, nerd.
Oh.
All right. So it's going to be an athletics versus your fortitude DC, which is a 17. It gets a 23. So it does grab a hold of you.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Nope. 27.
Yeah. It's 10
Why is
plus
it
his-
saying 10 plus? Yeah, that's right.
If his bonus is 17, then yeah, his DC would be a 27.
Wait, what? It should be his athletics.
Plus 10. That sets the DC that the enemy needs to beat with their.
Oh, yours is a 27.
Mhm.
Oh, I was just seeing the number and saw a 2-digit number and presumed.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, and I am out of trouble. Shit.
No one help him. Please.
Sammy,
So
help him.
rude.
No, don't help him.
Well, I really...
You can try again.
Yeah.
It's just more difficult.
Here we go. This is what we're going to do. He's going to make a claw attack against you. And I'm going to fucking miss. God damn it. And again, no, it's not. It is going to get frustrated at you. And it is going to put its hand on the back of one of its thralls' heads. And as it does that, you see that some of those wounds you just put on it heal up.
Ew.
Grung, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move up here. Flanking with these two guys.
And actually, give me a second. I want to just move you guys over to center just a little bit. Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna fist him. Fist him real good. No, I'm not. I'll reroll that with a hero point though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
Here we go.
Forgot to do that. Okay, that's a good hit. And that's 14 damage.
And then I'm gonna fist him again with my final action.
Okay. That's a hit, man. For another 15 damage as you are fisting this vampire left and right. Alright. Back at the top. That thrall takes 5 bleeding damage. And it kind of heals all on its own.
Ew.
Yeah. But I've got options now. Let's roll this. And it's going to try and swing at you with its club there, Grung.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's punching. It doesn't have a club.
Okay. 23 AC. Ooh.
That is a crit, man.
Oh. Okay.
You take 26 damage.
Because half his face was
Good
numb, he couldn't see it
God.
coming.
Yeah. He swings again. That's a miss. And I'm just going to have him swing one last time. And a miss. Okay. Athena is up.
It's applying the bleed. It applies at the end of the
Oh,
round.
okay.
Or at the end of the turn.
Okay. Athena, she's going to move up too. But she is going to grab that. So she moves. She grabs that bag off of her belt and she is going to hand it to either Bitey or Grung. Okay, she's going to hand it to Grung.
Okay.
Grung, hold this bag against it when it dies.
When it dies.
Keep this bag between you and it at all times.
Okay.
And yeah, the bag's kicking and flailing.
Okay.
And this one is stupefied. Remind me, John, stupefied just means it loses an action.
I believe so.
Yeah.
If you hover over it, it tells you. It's a penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks.
Yeah.
Will saving throws. So, yeah.
Anytime you attempt to cast a spell. Okay. So it's just a penalty on a bunch of shit.
Yep.
All right. This one's not going to do anything. Rowan.
I guess I will continue attempting to do the thing I was doing before.
Sure.
And by that, I mean first I'm gonna reload because
Yeah.
I have to,
Mhm.
and then I will find where I hid my character sheet from myself.
If you double click on your token on the map, it opens up.
Then I will shoot. That's better than a 5. It's a 15.
Nice. Yeah, go and roll your damage.
That only just hits?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dang. I don't like these. Oh.
Okay. Dan, as you shoot at this thing, let me double check something real quick. Oh. No, never mind. It can't do that. Yeah, you deal your 6 damage.
Okay.
What else you got?
Or did I do no damage?
You did
It
no
said it takes
damage.
Oh no. I don't like it.
You tried.
I guess I reload with my next action. Good turn, Daniel. You did nothing.
Okay. Don't you still have another? You shot. You reload.
I reloaded. I shot, and then I reloaded again.
Oh, okay. All right, Aoife.
Right. I'm kind of thinking, how are these two thralls looking?
They looked very emaciated. Not all there.
But like,
What do you mean? Oh, like injury-wise?
they're not like falling apart. Yeah.
No, they look like people that have just very Renfield kind of vibe.
Okay.
Starring Nicolas Cage.
So I am going to cast a blood spray curse on. I think I actually no. I'm gonna target the fucking vampire with that one, if
Okay.
I may.
Sure. It will make a
So,
save.
yeah.
On a success, the target takes at least 10 piercing or slashing damage. It takes 2d6 additional of the same kind.
Also, everyone take a hero point.
Everyone take a hero point.
Yeah.
Mindful.
All right, so
Hey.
let me do this fortitude save. I do not pass.
Ah!
All right, so it is cursed. Each time. Oh, hang on. The target is no, for 1 minute, the first time each round that the target takes 10 piercing or slashing damage from a single strike. It also takes an additional 2d6 damage. Okay. All right. There's 2 actions. What are you doing with your third?
With my third, I think, emphasis on think, that I'm going to cast Scorching Blast.
What's up, John?
Just realizing what that actually said is that so it got a failure, not just a success. So a success
Oh.
would have just been the additional 2d or a success is just for a minute. It takes that additional 2d6 damage.
Oh.
If it's a
Fail.
failure, it
also
also
takes-
takes an additional 2d6 bleed,
Oh, that's
which is the
Damn,
damage
but-
that's every round. So
oh.
somebody just needs to hit it with something slashy or piercy real hard.
Okay.
That's not
And
me.
unfortunately, that can't be me. Who comes after?
Basil,
Basil?
Mighty, Okuro, then the vampire, then
blunt.
Grung.
Basil's got his rending claw.
Yep.
This is
Mhm.
true.
Do it.
You want to give Basil a boost?
Well, I was thinking I might be able to cast Sure Strike for him, but it
Okay.
doesn't look like I can only target myself, maybe?
It's possible.
I don't know. Let's take a look at the spell. Take a look at the spell. We find Sure Strike. Next time you make an attack roll. Yeah, it looks like it targets self.
Yeah, so I don't think I can do that. So I will, however, go ahead and cast a Scorching Blast.
Okay.
And hopefully someone else can smack him a lot better than I can.
Or maybe you'll get a critical hit
Because-
and set it on fire.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe. If I'm lucky. A 24 does not hit.
It is a miss. You want
You
to
wanna
use that
spend a
hero
hero point?
point?
I probably will.
Okay.
This feels important, so.
Nice.
Oh.
Hey, critical hit.
Boom.
Fuck.
And that that gives
Nice.
the persistent fire damage, and it'll double the original damage as well.
So that would be 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess
Yep.
that'd be double.
All right. Well,
And
cool.
that is my turn.
Basil,
Mm-hmm.
what are you going to do?
There's the guy, and I'm gonna hit him. It's just this guy, right? Or I guess no, there's still the thralls. He's like healing off of his thralls.
Yeah.
It seems like.
He touched one of his thralls and healed up.
Okay. Hmm.
Malich, I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you for the raid. That is fantastic. We're fighting a vampire.
Some of us are doing all right.
Yeah.
Semi-successfully?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Hey, Chuck,
Possibly?
real quick.
Huh.
You might want to scroll up and grab the D6 persistent fire damage out of the chat and drag it onto your
Yeah.
baddie so that the game will track that for you,
That's a good idea.
because it doesn't automatically apply.
It doesn't. I had the conditions thing pulled up. I was going to do it the weird way, so that was a good catch, because... Okay.
I want to cast Wall of Thorns in between the guy and the two thralls.
Okay.
So you can't touch him anymore.
That's going to cut off a Koro, too.
That's fine. I've
That's
got
fine.
ranged attacks.
Okay. So you said this is Wall of Thorns.
Yep.
Thick wall of brambles. 5 foot thick. 10 feet high. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Up to 60 feet long.
Yeah, so it's going to be...
I don't want to do like the full size, but it's basically just enough that he can't get to the thralls, and if we wanted, we could
Okay.
walk around and hit him on the other side of the wall.
All right, so...
Probably like 20 feet.
You must create the wall in an unbroken open space so its edges don't pass through any creatures or objects. Okay. So you're...
If you wish, the wall can be of a shorter length or height.
Yeah.
So you could create a shrubbery,
Yes.
two-layered effect.
Yes.
We'll call this...
Place a Groot wall.
Yeah. There you go. Let's make it green. There you go.
And it was like he was like physically hitting.
Yeah.
He's like physically touching the thralls, right?
Yeah.
So I'll probably set the wall height that it's at like 5 feet, so we can still hit over it. He just like can't get to them.
Okay. I'll allow it. You have walled him off.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, that's 3 actions.
I think that's all of my actions. Yeah.
All right, Bitey.
All right, going for a chomp. I am going to hero point that.
Okay. That's still a miss.
I will spend one more hero point.
Okie dokie.
Hey,
There we go.
Nice.
Solid hit.
Do some damage, perhaps.
Good
25
damage.
damage. Not bad damage.
Which will trigger
It
Apha's.
will. That additional 2d6 damage.
Yeah.
So,
And the 2d6 bleed.
yes, he will now have that bleed. So I'm just going to apply half damage because that'll round it down to 24.
Sure.
And then his ability does the thing. All right.
And then I'm going to try licking it a couple of times.
Okay. That's a hit, man.
That's one lick. This is just blunt.
All right. He's looking fucked up.
I missed my last lick.
Okay. All right.
Apparently, it only takes about 3 bites to get to the center of a vampire.
That sounds about right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what the TV ads told me.
Yeah.
And Buddy is
Akuro.
also now covered in blood.
Yes. Akuro,
Happy as can
there's
be.
now a wall of vines that's about 5 feet tall between you and the vampire.
Since I can still see the fella, I'm gonna cast an elemental blast of fire at him.
Okay.
And I will use my guidance that I got earlier from Joe for this.
Nice.
Woo! That is a hit.
Okay.
Solid hit.
11 damage.
But it's damage that it's not resistant to.
Oh!
Here's the question.
Shoving that bag at its throat as fast as I can.
Go ahead and give me a... You're going to have to give me a test here.
Oh boy.
Because you would... Yeah, so you're going to give me an athletics test, Grung. I'll let you know. 26 is your target.
Oh.
Hero point. Hero point.
Yeah, I'm using the hero point.
Oh yeah.
You, as the fire overtakes this thing, Grung shoves the bag up to this thing. And as you do so, Athena yells out, "Don't let the bag burn."
Oh. Okay.
So this dude's on fire. You shove the bag in.
I will use my final. Or no, I can't. I already used 2. Damn. Shoot.
Hmm.
Curses.
All right.
Well,
Grung,
So you use 2 actions. You only have 3? Or you,
I do have 3, but I need 2 in order to perform my base kinesis
all
to
right.
suppress the fire.
So Grung, you used one of your actions.
Yep.
It's now your turn.
Yep.
The bag is starting to catch.
I'm gonna start patting it down.
Okay.
Start smacking it.
You pat it down. The vampire is slain.
Yay!
Athena walks up to you, Grung, like,
Mm-hmm.
"Can I have the bag, please?"
Sure. I'll hit her back her bag.
She reaches inside the bag and she pulls out a rabbit. And she looks at it long and
cute.
hard. She says,
What's his name?
You name him.
What color of rabbit is it? Like,
It's a brown rabbit, like a standard hair.
Brownie.
sympathy.
Actually, can I communicate with it? I want to ask it what its name is.
Can you communicate? You can communicate with animals, right?
Yeah, animals can speak. Plants just give me like emotional feedback.
Yeah, you can't communicate with this.
I can't. Okay.
You cannot.
I would admit rabbity face.
Yeah. I'll call him
Funicula.
Toucan.
Toucan the rabbit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, Athena says, a toucan is now your vampire.
What?
What?
And after she inspects it, she puts it back in the bag. You've got a day, maybe 2, until it figures out how to use this body.
Huh?
Oh,
What?
so vampires like this, when they die, they invade the mind of the closest living thing next to them and transfers itself to that body. So
Oh.
we killed this vampire body, and that's why Grung had to hold the bag up next to it, so that way when it died, it went inside the rabbit.
Good thing
So-
I didn't think
Mr.
hard
Bean,
Now,
about
if
what
the
was in
rabbit
that
dies,
bag.
it goes inside something else.
Miss
Yeah.
Athena, how do we kill the vampire spirit then?
Yeah, that I'm not sure on.
Wait, what if there's
That's
another
what we
one?
hired you for.
What if we kill it
So-
next to a vampire and then it goes into the vampire?
Then
Or what if we kill it and there's like a worm right
then
there?
it's a vampire worm.
And then
do
it
these
just like gets
vampires-
progressively smaller.
Do these vampires?
What I'm hearing is that
Die
you
in
don't know
the
how to
sun?
kill vampires. You just know how to relocate vampires.
This particular kind.
Its body will die in the sun, and then it will go to the next closest living creature and take it over.
So is there like a radius? Because we could always just like put it in a cage and leave it out in the middle of nowhere.
Insects, birds.
I mean, I guess.
It could be that is the reason why the
It
monks
was locked up in the first place.
had it locked up in the first place.
So can we not just lock it back up?
That's entirely.
Yeah, I mean, put it in a box and like a bunny-sized coffin and bury it.
I like that.
I just feel like you're a professional vampire rehomer is what you are.
Yeah, most vampires I can kill with no trouble. This a little more fucked up.
What I'm hearing is that you didn't do your job.
I did
So
my
we don't have
job.
to pay you.
I saved you.
I mean, we
And
technically kind of saved ourselves.
if you would have
Yeah.
just ran in here and fist fought it, you know what you would have gotten?
One of us is a vampire.
Possessed.
Yeah, you would have had a vampiric grung or a vampiric bitey.
Not
And
entirely.
like
wrong.
remember who it is when it takes over, or is
It's-
it just a vampire?
No, it'll
of whatever
remember.
it is.
Are there any materials that vampires are sensitive to?
For this particular kind of vampire,
Because I noticed, it seemed to not take as much damage.
yeah,
Shooting it did nothing.
this kind of, I guess, reading off the thing, a mental because it's a psychic vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's physical hurt doesn't do a lot unless cold iron would do it,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just disease, paralysis, poison, anything like that wouldn't work.
So what about this? Rowan, how hard would it be for you to make a cold iron box that we could fit a rabbit in and seal it?
Do you have a Faraday cage?
Because then we
I
could
mean-
just bury it in the ground for somewhere.
Probably not impossible.
Because it can't really starve to death, right?
No, I mean, you've got some idea of its range on how far it can collect because you guys were down in the camp
Mm-hmm.
and it was up here when it kind of took over, and
Mm-hmm.
like it must not have super strong control because it was using you all to gather people, but it was enough to send it. So I mean, you'd have to
We
find
could
somewhere way the fuck out there.
We could give him back to the monks.
You can just put it back in the underwater prison.
In a cold iron cage.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The underwater prison, that thing that we talked to you about that you didn't care about.
Yeah, I don't care about that, but it's a good idea.
That he got
It's
out of
open now.
somehow.
Yeah.
How did he get out of there?
A ship wrecked, and the wreck broke and got the Kraken out. And the Kraken must not have been affected by its mind fuckery. And the Kraken was kind of acting as a guard, but then the Kraken got out, and it was able to get out after that.
Boo!
But it wasn't in a cold iron cage, and it wasn't a rabbit.
We can fix 2 of those things.
We've already fixed one.
Not
of
one
them.
of them.
What do we do with all these guys?
You can look back, and they're all coming too. Confused as fuck is what they're doing. Oh, and the thralls are also very confused about what's going on.
You and you must fight now. Bye. They're all
There you
hammerglass
go.
people, right?
They are.
Hammerglass people, I hesitate to tell you this because, it's bad
You can go
news for
home
you,
now.
but your home's probably charcoal at this point. But, there's a nice, lovely village nearby that if, good luck in the future.
Okay.
I will turn and leave.
Okay.
We saved you from a vampire. Congratulations on your new lease in life. Don't be assholes.
All right. You've got a vampire in a bag. You got about a day before it figures out how to use its vampire powers again.
That enough time to put it back in the underwater?
It's maybe enough time to get it in a cold iron cage.
Okay. That's the important question.
I'm just
Yes.
I
figuring
don't
that
like this.
if it doesn't like cold iron, putting it in the cage will help. Maybe it'll reduce its effect.
Give you that Faraday cage
things.
that April
Yeah.
was talking about.
Yeah.
But how long can a rabbit live in that? If it dies, won't it just still go?
I don't think it's a living rabbit anymore. I don't think it needs to breathe or anything.
Oh,
It's effectively immortal now, right?
No.
Athena would answer, like, yeah, it's not going to
Okay.
starve to death. Not.
Not gonna
So-
suffocate.
Yeah, we'll just keep it locked up forever and ever and ever. And
But it
ever.
can
put it
exhibit
in
its
Daniel's
mental
hair,
stuff outside
in
of that,
Rowan's
right?
hair.
I don't think living things can go in there, unfortunately.
I thought it's not living.
Athena's going to really posit that thought.
Put a hair in my hair?
You know,
Actually, yeah.
that's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
That isn't the worst idea I've ever heard.
Ah,
Put it
That's
in the
actually
cage.
Dimensional space.
Put it in the cage. Put it in your hair.
I'm gonna have so many
Technically
terrible
on another
things in
plane
this
of
rig.
existence.
It is.
By the time this campaign's
Yeah.
over, I'm gonna have all the worst things in this universe in my wig.
you're the only person
The
that could
cursed
take it
wig
out.
of Rowan. It contains all the evils of the world stuffed in.
Wow. Yeah. Fuck it, man. Why not?
Sure, let's do this.
Push comes to shove, we can also bury the wig.
Somebody's gonna go to the underwater prison and they're just gonna find a toupee in a room. And they're gonna be like, the fuck is this?
Oh no, I got a much better idea.
Don't put it on. Yeah.
Someone was
you-
insecure about aging.
You put it at the bottom of a brand new outhouse. That way, if anybody ever finds it, who's gonna wear it?
Put the
Gross.
rabbit in a cage. Put the cage in the hair. Put the hair in a cage.
Yeah.
You put the cage.
Shove that in a duck, then shove that duck in a turkey. Then take that turkey and shove it into a mountain lion or cougar. Then take that mountain lion or cougar and shove it into a giraffe.
And then
And take all that and shove it into a blue whale.
hide it on Unicorn Island.
And then put that in
That's
a
right.
Kraken.
I don't know how to assemble all these
Candy
names into one
Mountain,
word.
Charlie.
And then shove it in Unicron.
And then all that goes into a wig eventually, anyways.
That
Right.
fight was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be.
I rolled really bad.
I
Well, that's
also
also
rolled
why
really
Jessica
bad.
died.
It was stalling for time at the start of the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you believe it that I also did nothing in that fight? Literally nothing.
You revived Joe.
Is Toucan the
That's right.
circle guy?
Okay, I mean, I didn't have to
It was
roll
2
for that,
rounds.
though.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And we
no,
never did get your weapons
Is the
enchanted.
guy that was walking in circles Toucan?
that would be a question
Yeah.
for all of you.
Or is
Would it
or is
be?
there a different guy here? Is this the guy, the circle guy?
As far as I know, yes.
I thought it was a different guy.
Think so? Oh.
The
The what guy?
vampire you were going after. This essentially, you all would know in game that yes, the circle guy got out. And that's the information that you read on the tablets and the doors and shit down below and the monks.
Hmm.
So, what do you all do next?
We go make a cold iron box and put it in my wig.
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna go see if there's any people left inside here that need help. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
explore the mansion.
Okay.
There's probably a lot of them.
I didn't really flesh out the mansion. There's nothing else evil or terrible here. Maybe you find some people. Maybe you find some people that are in really bad shape. But yeah, if you all, you could spend a little
I'd
bit
heal
of
'em up
time and
and
heal
stuff.
them. Maybe Rowan goes to Sandlow to raid their smithy and make a cage for a rabbit.
I'm gonna let them know it doesn't have to be particularly humane.
Okay. Old man Jenkins will ask if it can be pumpkin shaped.
God damn it, old man Jenkins.
I mean,
Big farmers.
sure.
Rusting vampires.
Doesn't hurt.
So what's the overall plan for this vampire? You're gonna make a cage and
Mhm.
stick the rabbit in a cage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's gonna go in my wig.
And then it's gonna
Yeah.
go in your wig.
That's
Yeah.
And are you just
Like
gonna
s-
live the rest of your life wearing a wig that has a psychic vampire rabbit in it?
Yeah.
Probably. That sounds like a problem for future me.
And Bitey's also the only one that knows where, because the dice are also in the wig.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh
And
god.
Bitey's the only one that knows what those dice could potentially do.
Bitey is the only player character.
Yes.
But okay, so hold on.
But I think-
so
but
wait, hold
he
on. No,
specifically,
hold
like-
on.
Had me hide them in the wig, so I think Bitey and I are the only characters who know it's in the wig.
Yes.
So if something is put in the wig, is it in the same dimensional space as another item in the wig, or is it also like the same
I would rule
rules?
that.
Hold on,
it's-
no, would it be the same rules that Dan is or Rowan is the only person that can pull something out of the wig? So therefore, could this bunny with its little tiny nubbins be able to like pull this interdimensional box and roll the die from within Dan's wig?
No.
Yeah, does time pass inside of it, or
Are they in
That-
stasis?
That sounds like a roll.
I mean, it's a very complicated question that I also don't know the answer to.
I would probably call for an Arcana roll. And I will tell you how it works in Chuckland.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
that's the most dangerous?
That's the most dangerous.
Whatever moves the plot forward is the answer.
So 25. I'll tell you what, Apa. You think you have a good enough understanding to know that an item like this is going to kind of be bound to a single person. That person can put things in the wig, and those things all go into a singular pocket dimension. So the rabbits and the dice would both be trapped in the pocket dimension. If someone else were to take the wig and kind of bind it to themselves, then probably everything that's currently in the wig would be ejected. And then that person would have a new pocket dimension.
I don't know how much I trust the wig now.
A cosmic rabbit vampire with a gun.
Well, how about
Pretty
for
much.
right now, it's the best solution we have temporarily, but gives us enough time to figure out a longer term solution.
Well, and for the party's sake, only Bitey and I know the dice are in the wig,
Right.
I think. So everybody else, there's a rabbit in a box with my guns.
Yeah. There's nothing bad about that.
There's nothing bad about it. It's in a box.
Is
It
it a
can't be-
solid box or is
Yes.
it like a okay? So it couldn't reach its
No,
little bunny nubbins out.
It is
Okay.
effectively a sealed urn that we've put it in.
It's
Like I said, it doesn't need to be particularly humane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's the wig is kind of like a vacuum inside. That's why living things can't really go in there because can't breathe. So
Speaking of things that can't die from drowning but are perpetually in a state of...
It all comes back.
it does come back, doesn't it? David Carradine, we're thinking about you.
God.
Okay.
So much.
He's eyeing his belt, thinking about it,
Yeah,
pushing away those dreams and those thoughts.
yeah. So okay, you get the box made. Basil heals up some people.
Mhm.
The rabbit is in a box in Dan's wig.
Mhm.
Are you all going to do anything else?
I mean, I'd like to find somewhere better to put this rabbit in a
I
box.
feel like we should talk to the monks. They had him locked up originally. They should be able to lock him up
Okay,
again.
but they had him locked up, but then he got out.
Yeah, because somebody interfered.
Well,
Somebody
isn't
in
there
this
like
room interfered.
powerful magic that like you can wish things to not happen or something?
Yes.
Yeah, if we play with the dice, I think we can have the dice do something.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. What dice?
I know that the dice could do that.
I'm still in favor of the poop hole myself.
It's fair. It's fair.
The poop hole is tried and true.
I didn't say this was a permanent solution. I just said it, you know.
It's until we find
We
something
can
better.
worry about that after we kill a
We're
cracker.
gonna give it to people that are smarter than us.
Agreed.
That's yeah. You know what? Yes.
I never.
So yeah,
That.
the monks.
Okay,
We can
what are you
roll a
gonna do
dice
with
so
the
we can
vampire in
save
the box?
toucan, and we
Aoife,
can get rid of
what are you gonna try to use it for?
I wasn't gonna use it for anything.
Okay.
We could put the box
I don't
back
think
in the underwater thing.
I don't think people heard you, Basil.
We can roll a dice and we can save toucan, and we can get rid of the vampire forever.
How?
I don't know what dice you're talking about.
Surely he
It's
doesn't
the
know.
dice that
Well, we went out to find them,
Oh, that's
and we did find
it's
them.
happening. He's talking to the lady again.
No, we didn't.
What?
Yeah, there's dice that we have.
I swear to God. All right. Tell Katrina if she wants to have her ideas heard by more than just herself, she should come over here in reincorporated form and suggest such ideas herself.
That's a lot of demand out of you, mister.
Damn right it is. Creepy. I'm a demon.
You're just jealous.
Miss Katrina pops out of Basil.
Oh no.
Hi, Miss Katrina.
Uh,
Hello, sweetie.
he's,
It's good to
he's
see you
here.
She was telling me that we could roll the dice, and it'll save toucan, and it'll get rid of the guy.
The dice do have the power to permanently solve this problem.
I don't know that.
Let's do it.
Who was Toucan?
Toucan
Bunny
is
is
the
the
vampire.
The rabbit.
Well, but like, isn't the bunny kind of dead? No.
But we can save him.
Might as well
How?
be.
You roll, and let me check my notes here. And she pulls out one of her giant scrolls.
You say as Chuck himself goes to look at his notes.
Yes.
Just roll a 34.
Okay,
Mhm.
I can do that.
Possible?
Okay.
No, you can't, Basil.
What
Well,
did the
actually, you
dice
did.
go up to?
And you nearly ended all of creation.
55.
Oh, okay.
They're
And some of
2d5.
you died because you also tried rolling the dice. Don't do this.
It'll either happen or it won't. So we got a 50% chance of rolling a 34.
If you
Who
make
told you that? Are you sure you know how math works?
Yeah, I want to roll them.
Or, I mean, there's a few options. If you make the rabbit roll the dice,
Why would we let the rabbit roll the dice?
it
We
could
don't even know
roll
where they're at.
a 14.
Mhm.
Or, I mean, really, 34 is what you want. I mean, you could.
I want to roll the dice.
No.
That's nice.
I want to save 2 can.
You could
We
roll a
already-
22. Bitey, that's what you did earlier.
We don't
Mhm.
even know where the dice are at.
I know we have
Yeah,
them.
I don't like the plan that gives us a random chance of it might work. It also might make things terribly worse, or you just might die.
Oh, you
But it
could
might make things
roll
better.
a 52, and that'll get you the knowledge you need.
So far
there's
as
lots of
odds
good
are
things that
not
we can roll.
like stacking
Let's
up
do
in
it.
our favor.
Yeah.
We've heard like four random numbers without any idea what they do out of how many choices? 55 was it?
Well, it's
Four to
it's a
55.
55, so it's what? There's 25. 25
Yeah.
separate. I think that's how that math works. Because it's
50% chance.
2d5.
I want to do it. If you guys don't want to.
That's nice.
I never said
Yep.
that.
It's great that you want to. No.
Well,
Why
if
not?
you don't need me anymore, and she shrinks back down and zips back into Basil.
We never did.
I was gonna
Oh,
ask
good,
her where
you're
the
a vessel
dice
for a devil.
were.
Congratulations, Basil. You have a girlfriend.
She's very nice.
We should hook her up with the Shadow Man. Something tells me they'd get
Oh,
along swimmingly.
Oh no.
I need
Wait, is she gonna try to curse me
Rowan.
again?
an Aphra
God dang it.
to both roll me. Ooh, let's see here.
It's gonna happen one of these times. I'm gonna fail.
This isn't going to hurt you.
You sure?
I need you both to roll me will saves. Rowan, do you want a hero point?
I assume that I probably should.
Right now, you two are in an opposed test.
I guess so. Worse.
Rowan, do you want a hero point that?
Why not? Then I don't think I got a chance of winning on this one. But
Your
Nope.
scores are only, your bonuses are the same.
yes, but it's me rolling dice.
So here's what's going to happen. It's nothing that's going to... No one's going to get the dice from you, Dan. That's the important thing. Aoife, as you whisper, I wish I knew... I wanted to ask her where the dice were. Aoife, your vision alone, you see a little fiery red arrow float above Rowan for a second and then disappear.
I'm going to go into a power stance with a point to Rowan. Where are they at?
Where what at?
Don't play dumb. I know you have them. Where are they?
Save 2 can. We can get rid of the guy. And then we could probably save the Kraken.
Save the crack. What?
How many things do you want to save?
Everybody.
Do you understand how
Yes.
nature works? Because for a druid, you seem horribly misinformed.
No, where are the dice?
If
Alright.
anyone rolls those dice, I'll get back to you on what I'm gonna do.
I don't need to hear your threats. Rowan, where are the dice?
Technically, I don't know that I have the dice explicitly either. I was just given
Baloney!
something to put in my wig.
Baloney.
I did.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. As the evening passes, Aoife and Rowan continue bickering about the dice.
Spidey gave me something to put in my wig, and I did.
So, I guess
They're in a
technically,
container,
see it?
right?
Bitey and Aoife are the only ones that know where the dice are. Rowan suspects.
I technically do not specifically know that I put the dice in my wig. I
All
put
right.
something in
I
my
want to roll
wig.
them. We'll
We're
save
not-
Toucan. And we don't
we're
have
not
to wait
saving-
for him to break out of the thing eventually.
The important part is...
Wait. What's in your... Empty your wig.
My guns.
Empty your wig.
Do not empty that wig.
Empty.
I don't have to.
Yeah,
Do it.
Rowan is the only person that can get stuff out of the wig.
I will paralyze you and then use your hand to pull things out of that
I
wig.
think
I don't know
with
if
your
that works or not.
Arcana roll that you did earlier, you would know there has to be intent behind it.
Because he
The only thing you're
responds
pulling out
to
of
his
anything
will,
is
so he
that
pulls out what
threat
he
from your
wants.
patootie.
You got some nerve, mister.
Yes, I do.
You're gonna be dinner
Yeah.
tomorrow if you keep talking.
You're gonna.
Rowan, empty your wig.
Take my guns out.
All right. So the important question is, what do you all want to do next?
I want to roll the dice.
Let's set
We
the
should go
dice to the
talk-
side.
we should go talk to the monks because they're the ones that, as far as we know, have the most knowledge about this.
And I can't
Not
invoke
containing
the
a
thing
vampire.
the entire way.
Yeah.
They also
Push
have
comes
the
to
portal,
shove, Unicorn
portal
Island.
system.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go and you talk to the monks, they will say putting it back in the cave is a strong contender.
But it got
More-
out before.
It did, which is a detractor from it. But it's still, I mean, it seems like you're in a better situation right now because if you put the wig in a box in the cave, that will be doubling up on protection until Rowan dies. Because then when Rowan dies, he won't be the owner of the wig anymore. And it will eject everything that's inside of it.
Or until someone else puts on the wig.
That is true. That's why you put box, wig.
Right.
Yeah. Next step, you could just keep the wig on your head for the rest of your life, but that seems like a very terrible idea.
Agreed.
We have
Or-
magic dice that can solve the problem.
Yeah. That
I'll tell the monks
is
that.
that is not something that sounds reliable. You could, but you could also make things significantly worse.
But I don't want them to get worse. I want them to get better. So I think it'll work.
But what if you rolled them and you killed Toucan forever?
Forever.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
What if it killed you forever?
That's okay.
It's a selfless guy. Or we could use the portal.
Unicorn Island.
Unicorn
Yeah.
Island. You all get the box. You go into a, you cut through the jungle. You find a fucking tree to bury it under. The unicorns
And we're all
aren't going to
killed by
mess with the
unicorns.
box. No one else is going to go to Unicorn Island. So even if the rabbit gets out, it'll eat the unicorns, but it's going to be stuck there.
I like that. Unicorn
What if
Island.
the unicorn kills it, and then the unicorn's a vampire.
Then it'll be a vampire unicorn trapped on Unicorn Island.
But there's still a portal to Unicorn
But there's
Island,
a portal, and it's smart now, and it would know how to leave.
That is true. You could rig up some kind of explosion on the other side of the portal.
Does it feel like there's a way to like actually
So,
finally
you
kill
mean
this
destroy the portal?
Unless we
No.
roll the dice.
It's not
That's-
really a way to kill it because this is why it's been around for thousands of years.
Yeah. But yeah, you rig the portal to explode on that side. You put the rabbit over there. You come back through. The portal explodes on that side, and no one can portal to Unicorn Island anymore.
Is
I like that.
Unicorn Island like a part of this world?
Let's pop over to.
Plus,
Like,
if we
could
get in
someone
touch
still
with-
get there?
any of those nature guardians, we could let them know that it's there so they could keep an
Oh,
eye
it
on it.
is. It's still part of this
Like
world.
the giant frog being.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let the ancient immortals know about it. I mean, because you all won't be around long enough to see the next time it escapes.
Yep.
This is true.
I'm bad at these big ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to tell my dad about him. Let's go talk to my dad.
No.
It's not a terrible idea. He wouldn't want the vampire to exist. He may have ideas. Or,
Yeah.
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
Guy.
I know
This
a
isn't
guy.
It's the beginning.
shady.
This is the beginning to every good idea right here.
This
I know a guy.
Deals with immortal vampire.
Who's the guy? What's he do?
He lives down in Lake Town.
Uh-huh. Commits a bit of insurance fraud.
He does a lot of insurance fraud. He's a wizard,
Uh-huh.
a very
Oh no.
weird
No.
motherfucker.
No, I'm
Oh
out.
no.
Do you have an obsession with pepper shakers?
He does.
It's the
no.
guy we need.
Oh my
The guy we
god.
need.
Let's go.
He was working on plans for a special kind of. He calls it
It-
a rocket.
Yes. Yes.
Man,
I
I
am
don't
okay
have
with
pepper
this
shakers.
plan. This plan I'm okay with. Because we could send it to the sun or something.
Or at least
I
not
wanna
on this
destroy
planet
another sun.
anymore.
In a pepper shaker rocket.
And one day there
Yeah.
will be a campaign where we'll unite, and it'll be all these pepper shaker rockets frozen
Yes.
in orbit around the sun, and we'll have to deal with all that.
Yes.
I mean, eventually they'll get sucked into
All-
the sun when it
All the
explodes, so, like,
horrible
it's
things that
fine.
we've sent to the sun and pepper shaker rockets, you mean?
This would be
They're
the
actually-
second one.
Well, I assume
Eventually,
there'll
it'll be a
more.
Dyson sphere made of these rockets around the sun.
Yeah.
Its own pepper-based life forms.
Anyway, that's
Spicy land.
another idea.
I like that one.
I
That or Unicorn Island, either one.
I like Unicorn Island.
don't know. Unicorn Island is still like a present danger, theoretically. A pepper shaker rocket to the sun. It's a problem for way out in the future when the vampire takes over some sun-based life form and is now a vampire sunspot or something.
And you know what? Here's the thing:
It
is
becomes a Necron.
we'll be dead by that point.
Oh,
Yeah.
by
It'll be
so
someone
bad.
else's problem.
I think if anything turns into a vampire on the sun, it instantly dies from sunlight too.
That's
That
a
is
good
true.
point.
Unless there's living beings on the sun.
There was in that one episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. But if
There
it turns
are
into a
Pathfinder.
vampire, then it will just die immediately.
Well,
So
Starfinder.
eventually all the things on the sun will die because we killed them because they all turned into vampires and died from the sun.
Yep.
Just imagine
And
the
then it will have
XP
to-
you would get from that.
And I'm pretty sure if you have solar vampires, that's just like one step away from the Necrons from Warhammer 40k.
Mm.
Just
That is
undead
true.
Terminator robots.
That is
So,
true.
But by then
Anyway.
we'll have pepper shaker based technology to fight the evil.
That's true.
You could have had
Technology will be so advanced.
Dan. You could learn pepper-based gunpowder recipes for your firearms
I could.
from him. I'm sure of it.
I'd be
Or
so
we can roll the
powerful.
dice.
Okay.
Nah.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it for tonight.
Hmm.
You all have a week to discuss amongst yourselves.
We won't.
You won't, and figure out what you want to do.
We will impulsively do like the first thing we figure out next Friday.
That's
And-
next Friday's problem.
That's
Yeah.
next Friday's problem.
That's
Much like
future.
our players, we're like, that's future us's problem.
Yeah. Most likely, next Friday will be the end of the campaign. As you all tell me the plan on what you're doing with the vampire, and then we'll just talk through the process and see what happens.
Rowan takes a rocket ship to the sun by himself.
That's a
I'll
choice.
go with you.
Okay. Bitey and Rowan, Emperors of the Sun.
Right.
All
The
right.
sun is a frog.
Oh my! You could eat it.
Yeah. All right.
I just need to get my mouth open wide enough.
But he takes a bite out of the sun. Next
Oh,
episode.
shit. Oh, it's only going to last until Jake's past character releases the creature from the dungeon.
And
What if
lots of-
Bitey
and-
is the creature from the dungeon that ate the
Oh,
Oh, we don't know that.
Oh no!
we've got extra circles in that circle now. Okay. Let's wrap it there. Joe, what are we doing tomorrow night?
We're doing Salvage Union.
Doing Salvage Union.
Finishing up downtime, starting a new mission.
All right. John, what are we doing Wednesday night?
Savage Rifts,
Savage
provided
Rifts.
everyone's healthy.
Yes. Everyone's super healthy. Let's hope. People have been sick here recently.
Yeah.
It's
It
going
going
on.
sucks.
Dan, say thanks.
Discord, do it. It's the place where we talk about dumb things like defense, and it's an Always Sunny in
Defense.
Philadelphia reference.
Yes. And then Friday we'll be back for probably the last episode of this campaign. After that, we're going to be going into Cyberpunk Red because I have the itch for some Cyberpunk. And then buy my book, Teenage Odyssey, on drive-thru. Go get it. That's what I got. Anyone got anything else?
Starfires, do drugs. Don't talk to the fucking cops.
There you go. Official endorsement. That's it. All right.
Don't say that.
All right. Fuck you, everyone. Goodbye.
Later.